So hello guys, and welcome to this free ETN Central video. And today I'm going to be talking about a video that Electroneum Universe released, Rasta G, and it was on Algoz, the market makers. And I watched that video, and at first I was a bit worried, and I was like, well, what does this mean for me? you know, and uh, and I think certainly from the comments as well, you can see that people are taking that. Oh, this is going to keep the price down. This is going to keep the price down, and we're all screwed, right? And well, you know, I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's beneficial for Electroneum for the coin to be that low. However, perhaps I'm wrong. But from my view, it's a really good thing, this Algoz thing. However, you know, maybe I'm not seeing something about it, but how I'm looking at it as that there's clear manipulation of Electroneum on the exchanges, and there has been for some time, and the price is constantly kept between a certain range, you know, deliberately. And you can see, I mean, I think all of it Tech made a video about this way back, you know, and it still goes on. And I think, you know, Electroneum has been on the exchanges, has been, you know, constantly manipulated over and over. And in my opinion, it's a good thing, 'cause it's going to take away these people's ability to play with the market like that. Because, well, at one point I was thinking, well, is this a good thing or a bad thing? We're switching one type of sort of market sort of manipulation with another, but you know, it's, well, let's hope it's not like that. For me, right, it makes perfect sense that Electroneum has to be a stable coin, you know, or maybe we're not technically setting out just to be a stable coin, but it needs to have the characteristics of a stable coin. Because I, for one, I'm not going to go and pay, you know, $5 for something, and then tomorrow that Electroneum's worth $20, and then I'm saying to myself, Jesus Christ, why did I spend that? I should have kept that. Why did I just pay with something else? You know? And the same way for the seller. If they're selling something, right, you've got your prices, and that's the price you need to sell it at to be able to operate. So if you take that and go, you know, 18 hours later, you're trying to get cashed out, and the price has dropped away down, and it's worth half of what you totally at a loss. So obviously, no one's going to touch that with a barge pole, because you're going to say to yourself, well, that's great and that, but to hell with that. I need what it is to be what it is. So it's always clear to me that, you know, Electroneum had to be a stable coin, and that's really where my sort of $1 sort of, no valuation, I'm no value, I'm not telling you it's going to be $1 or anything, I'm not. You know, it might never be $1. Let me be clear about that. So I'm not saying, but for me, for how I was looking at things going forward into the future, $1 would make perfect sense. With Electroneum's 2 decimal place system that they're using, a lot of people are saying, what are we going to do if the price goes away up to 35? dollars a coin. Well, I don't think it's ever going to go all the way up to $35 a coin, ever. I think $1 is, and I say dollar, so for me that would be like 75 pence or 73 pence per coin. You know, but and I would imagine they would be looking to sort of match it to the dollar, because in these countries, dollar's kind of king, and it's what people want, and it's what people have, and you know, you could take your dollar and swap over one for one. How simple is that? How much understanding does that take? It doesn't take much understanding at all. Whereas if you've got to, I mean, maybe it'll be 50 cents they set it at. Not set it at, but try to stabilise it at. Sorry. To get to $1, I think we've got a long way to go. I think I remember Richard saying at some point in some video or something that it would be they would be looking for more of a steady increase, and I think how I look at it is a steady increase over time, like a good amount of time, years we're talking, for it to sort of, well, maybe not too many years, but you know, I don't think just poof, it's a dollar and that's it. And I certainly don't think it's going any. Well, I don't think it would make any sense to go higher than $1. You've got a two decimal place. This is where my $1 thing came from. The whole first place during that ICO period was, if you've got a two decimal place, then you really want that coin to be worth about $1, and then it's a one for one exchange. And that makes perfect sense. They want to keep it simple. They want to keep the app simple. They want to keep the money system, the way people perceive it, to be as close to what they've been used to as possible. And you know, they try to make everything as simple as possible. Probably apart from their KYC procedure seems to be, you know, painstakingly horrific for a lot of people. So that's probably the one part of the actual project that, you know, isn't as simple as you would hope it to be. But it makes sense to me. $1 for Electroneum stablecoin. Not actually a stablecoin, but you know what I mean. The same sort of characteristics as a stablecoin. And that way they strike out the manipulation that's going on in the market. They provide, that's another thing, they provide liquidity. Now I was slightly confused because the previous videos I saw were talking about 8 million in trading volume. However, looking at the last 24 hours trading volume, it's about, oh, it's not a lot, 250,000 I think. And I think really that trading competition, if you think about it, the trading competition is going to have a massive effect on the volume, because everyone's went over to Huboy, or Huobi, sorry, Huboy, why do I keep calling it that? Well, what is it called? Huobi, right, Huobi. Everyone's gone over onto Huobi and started trading in this competition, so it makes perfect sense that the volume is going to go way up. You know what I mean? But now the trading competition, I think, is finished and the volumes are way down. So our Algoz providing $8 million worth of liquidity to the Electroneum market? Probably not, I don't think so. But obviously they're getting this in place because they, like they said, they need that liquidity for businesses to be able to cash out their ETN, or for whoever needs to buy ETN as well, obviously. But most importantly, if you want all these people to start using it, they need to get it out into something that they can use, you know. Um, so the liquidity part's obviously very important. I would say that if they're getting that in place, you know, they're obviously expected to have a larger amount of people looking to cash in, cash out, etc. So I would think that, you know, things are looking quite promising on that front. But obviously, as I said, you need to have all the pieces in place before you can just go, you know, go out and go boom, here we go, we're going for it. You have to have all those pieces in place. As he says, it wouldn't work. People would get to exchange, they wouldn't be able to cash out. Say a vendor and they couldn't cash out and they couldn't, and they're just like, you know what? Because it only takes one time, really. You're going to be like, that's no good for me. I'll go to this that I was using before. And they didn't want that, because the chances of these people coming back and using Electroneum, you know, they're going to be pretty low. You know, so you want to get right. You want to at least get right to make sure the system is fully operating first time, so you didn't have that problem. People are just like whoosh, away. So I understand that. So for me, I'm looking at it now more than ever as a $1 value in future. But you know, as I say, I could be completely wrong. Maybe it'll be a 2 cents value, and you'll have to spend, you know, 2,000 or 5,000 Electroneum to buy something for $50 or something. You know, maybe that's how it'll be. But to me, that makes it crazy. Much better for their mobile miner, their marketing fund, if each of those coins is worth a higher fiat value, because it's going to go much, much further. You know, it's basically like making money, isn't it? Just go, that mining thing, you know, if it gets up to $1, you just, but at the moment it's just bleeding away at, you know, 0.5 cents. So, I don't know, but I suppose that's all I really want to talk about. And Terrastragy, and that was a very, very enjoyable video, and I'm really grateful, grateful, oh my goodness, grateful that you made that video, because I found it very interesting, and it's an important piece of news for Electroneum, for letting us look at what's going on and how I think things are happening, and how to look forward into the future of Electroneum, and try and judge, well, where do I see this going? You know what I mean? So, but as I said, I might be wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong about all of that. There's always the chance of that. So that's it. That's all I want to say about Algoz. You know, I don't make a lot of videos, but when there's something I find, you know, interesting, or got an opinion on, or I want to talk about that, you know what I mean? But I'll leave all the news videos, etc., to the pros. Yeah. Right. Thank you, and take care.